And the skies of southern England were filled with the sights and the sounds of Battle of Britain planes to mark the 75th anniversary of its most important day. At the height of the battle, the Luftwaffe had 2,600 planes. Defending Britain, there were only 640 fighter planes.
The average age of the RAF pilots was 20. During the three-month battle, well over 500 British pilots were killed. Today, Prince Harry had his eyes on the skies for the biggest flypast of Battle of Britain planes since the battle itself. Our correspondent Paul Davis was there too.
The sound, the sight and the smell of a famous chapter of our history brought alive again. An anniversary especially poignant because the last of those who lived through the Battle of Britain were there to share it.
There'll never be another day like this. There can't be. I mean, we're a very dying breed at the moment of time. I'm just fortunate that I've lasted out.
This was the biggest gathering of Spitfires and Hurricanes since the end of World War II. 40 vintage aircraft brought from around the world to the old fighter base at Goodwood. Prince Harry joined the spectators. He'd been learning to fly Spitfires and was planning to take part in the Flypast. He gave up his seat to an injured veteran whose own plane had suffered a technical fault. One man who did join the Flypast was 95-year-old Tom Neal. He recalled a very different flight 75 years ago.
When you're in a fighting formation and expecting to see the enemy, you're thinking about staying alive.
From the modern-day pilot Prince, admiration for those who went before.
I can't bring myself to even comprehend what they must have gone through. Getting that phone call saying, right, scramble, off you go, lads, and not really knowing what you're going to be confronted with.
This is surely the last great gathering of its kind. The few are sadly now too few, but the memories of what these pilots achieved, along with their remarkable machines, will live on in the history books.
97-year-old Nigel Rose was here representing those who've already passed into history.
We're all incredibly proud of you and your generation. Are you proud of what you achieved?
Oh, of course, yes. I don't know, not personally, but I feel very proud of the outfit of the Battle of Britain Pilots Association and so on. There's still a few of us around, and that makes me feel very proud.
Pride and respect that will live on long after the last of the few are gone. Paul Davis, ITV News, Goodwood.
The Battle of Britain was, of course, on the front pages 75 years ago tomorrow. The Express reported that 175 German planes were shot down. The Mirror also had a similar headline. It said Buckingham Palace was hit by a bomb for the third time in a week. Tomorrow's